You already know what it is. Peace, love, and light to you all. You already know who it is. It's your girl Nititi, Janae, and Meek. Back at it with another one. Come on into the room, everybody. Come on in, come on in. The sun is shining. Our faces are smiling. You already know what it is. Come on, y'all. Come on in. It's day 4 of our watermelon fast.
Yep.
And share this video.
That's wild. It can pick up my face. Yeah.
What?
It says like tag Meek.
I'm gonna tag you now. I did not see that.
That's wild.
Technology. Come on in, y'all. Peace, Brasha. Peace, Melissa.
Peace,
And
Melissa.
peace, everybody coming on into the room. Go ahead and tell me where you're chiming in from. Where are you chiming in from? Are you chiming in from Brooklyn, New York? Are you chiming in from
New Hampshire.
Hey Paris? Where you coming from? Let me know. Let me know in the comment box. Hey Raven, peace everybody. Come on in, bro. Peace Gio. Peace everybody. Where is Yada? I don't know. He's in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta, I guess. I don't know his life like that. Y'all are too cute. Give thanks. All right, going into this segment. So it's day 4, and we woke up like not too long ago. Well, I'm not going to lie. I woke up and I'm just like, I want to eat. But it was not necessarily like a craving. It's just I got really inspired to create, like get creative with foods. Like I love to cook, or I like to prepare things and make it look nice. So I got inspired, and this is actually what's been happening during the fast, that we've been really motivated and inspired to get work done. So I woke up this rising, want to get creative, but we're gonna keep on going for the 3 remaining days of this watermelon fast, and we're gonna see what happens. How are you feeling, love?
Great. Amazing. I feel good. I'm still in love with this. Like, I just remember the past watermelon fast we did, like 3 days. I was just like, oh, I can't wait to like eat. You know what I'm saying? That still happens, but like I'm still enjoying watermelon. I still like have that thrill of like, ooh, I'm so pumped to wake up and eat some watermelon.
Yeah.
And so that's a good sign. I'm still loving it, and I'm feeling great. My body's healing. My acne's clearing up. Face is clearing up. Losing some chub. And I feel energized. I feel good and happy. And like I said, like I was telling you yesterday, like this detoxification and this whole experience, just being out here and eating better and everything, like from what I've gained what I've realized from before I came here to now, and you can second this just because like our progress is too. I just became a lot more empathetic from when I first came here. And that feels good because that's a lot of weight off my shoulders, you know what I'm saying?
So, there's something about connecting to nature and something about detoxifying that brings more light into you. So like he said, he's able to be more empathetic, and he's understanding things more. He's gaining more clarity. Yesterday we had a build, and he was just like, oh, I'm so thankful for this fast because, he was able to clear his mind and really pinpoint certain things. And also, I like to, speak about karmic cycles, because this is a subject that needs to be talked about. And this is what sometimes this happens. Cycles come up when you are in the detoxification process, because that's just energy that needs to be brought up to heal. And you are in a state of healing, so it's body, mind, and spirit, y'all. So, karmic cycles. What is a karmic cycle? But first, before I even get into that, I'm feeling wonderful. My face is clearing up.
Glowing.
Good thing. I am glowing, and I feel good. I feel beautiful this rising. I feel wonderful. So I'm really thankful for this watermelon fast. It's only been day 4, and I've been feeling a lot of changes. My stomach is flattening. I'm able to feel what's going on in my stomach now, and do massages on myself. The chub is going away. I feel much lighter. I feel more full with God, and my intuition is sharpening really, really rapidly. My intuition's on point. So yeah. Oh, which reminds me, whoever just sent that $5 for the clarity reading, I don't know who you are. It just said that you sent money toward me, and can you please message me about who sent that? I just need to do it. I need to know because I don't know who did what. Any hoosers, message me if you want a clarity reading too. Any hoosers, getting into the karmic cycle. A cycle, just making sure that we all know that we are here on this earth to learn. This is all a learning stimulation experience. You are a spirit in a human body. You're a spirit energy in an earthbound body that's made up of everything. So you have to remember that, we're here for school. We're here to learn. And sometimes when you don't pass the test, you go through it again. You take it again. You take the retest. You get the study guide. You to ace that exam, or at least get a C or something. Some pass. You pass it. Okay. So we want to make sure we get A's on our tests, on our exams. So a karmic cycle to me is something that, because I haven't learned the lesson and shine through it with love before, or there wasn't complete understanding, which love is understanding, I had to relearn that experience or go into a cycle of that. So during detoxification, the stuck karmic cycles, or the cycles that we needed to heal from and learn from, will come up again, so we can actually know what it is. Now we're able to, since our intuitions are sharpening, and our voice, the voice of God, is becoming more and more loud and more clear, because we're inviting more God into our body, and doing more meditation to hear that voice, which is our voice. We're able to now discern and hear that voice and take heed to the voice of God, the voice of love, so we can love through the situations. And sometimes these karmic cycles will come up where you need to do something different. You need to maybe how you acted before in the past was out of spite, out of hate, and misunderstanding. And now it came up again. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. And maybe it came up again, so it can so you can love through that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So something karmic came up with us yesterday, and I noticed that it was karmic because it was it mirrored the other. It mirrored the other experience that we had, and I'm glad that we got over that and we analyzed things. And instead of pointing the finger about you, we all we both analyzed our own attributes and what we did that played a part and a role in what happened, and we were able to heal and smile through it. Do you want to talk about
karmic cycles? Yeah. Yeah, I'm very thankful we did that yesterday. We know, no matter how much we get into our prides or our subjectivity, we know our goal, and our goal is we know we're detoxing and these things are coming up and coming out. And so after all that stuff, I'm so thankful we're able to see through that stuff. You feel me? That's like I said, the whole factor for also that empathetic thing just feels like weight being lifted off. My old self, I would hold resentment, you know what I'm saying? And so it's a lot more stress. I'm a lot more stress free, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But the karmic cycle thing, like she was saying, was just like life's school, life's a test. Everything here is this earthly realm's learning grounds, and the test that you have to pass, like she said, is love, is understanding. And so everything that you go through, everything in life is fractal. Everything's the same exact thing. It's just different symbol. So it doesn't matter if you're talking about sexuality. It doesn't matter if you're talking about race. It doesn't matter if you're talking about politics or anything like that. It's all the same shit. It's all the same test, which is love, but it's fractal. It's fractal. It's just a different symbol. You know what I'm saying? So if you can pass the test in politics and you understand, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, you're a fucking human, and I accept you for who you are, and I want to be empathetic and understand you, and understand that you are me in a parallel. But then you go to a different symbol, maybe sexuality, and you degrade or hate or fear someone because they're gay or bisexual or lesbian. You failed that test, you know what I'm saying? and you're gonna go through these cycles, through these karmic cycles, until you figure out that you are everything, and everything is you, and that everything is you, and you understand that. You know what I'm saying? You understand that that gay person, or that Republican, or Donald Trump, or Hitler, or all these people that people don't want to claim are truly you. And I'm not saying just them, I'm saying everybody. I just use those extreme examples just because a lot of people don't like those people. But I'm not saying you gotta like them and love and affectionate. I'm saying love as in just understand them and not judge them, and separate yourself from them, because that's what we did. We separated ourselves from ourselves, and so now we point the finger and and that's why we get caught in these karmic cycles. You feel me? And
Thanks.
So these karmic cycles, they're for you, not against you. Some of them can be tough, but like I said, you just got to keep that healthy perspective and realize it's for you, not against you. And once you learn through these karmic cycles, it's literally stress. It's stress relieving. You know what I'm saying? You use so much energy defending yourself from the things that you fear. You know what I'm saying? You use so much energy hating, because it's not. One, it's not like, if you hate something, it's coming from your subjectivity, and so you can't be ruled out as subjectivity because you're ruled by emotions. So that's just a lot of emotional stress on you. But then once you understand and love it, and you get a firm understanding, and it's just stress-free. I truly believe that. Like, once you get an objective understanding and apply it to your subjective experience or whatever, it's a lot more stress-free just to understand rather than to hold that resentment or grudge towards something.
And to understand, you gotta be empathetic. You know, practice empathy. That's something with empaths, because you're empathic. You're able to feel out what they've been through because you've been through it. It's good to practice empathy in certain things. And I want to express, when it comes down to karmic cycles, I feel like the true essence of winning the game, or the true lesson to be learned, is to just be real. And because love is the only thing that is real, and what is not real is false evidence. Appearing real is fear. And not to be fearful in a situation, but actually be completely honest with yourself and with the person. And when you're completely honest with yourself and then with the person, you can't go wrong, because love will shine through it, and then you're able to understand. When love comes in, you're able to understand both parties, yourself and that person, and you're able to overcome the situation. So,
and you understand that person because you understand yourself, because that person's a reflection of you. So I agree with that 100%. It's real over right. You know what I'm saying? Because real is right.
Right.
And that's the real W. It doesn't matter if like you know, it's the same thing as saying do your best. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if you won or lost, as long as you did your best. That's all you could do. You feel what I'm saying? And that's weird to hear, but like, it's true. You know what I'm saying? If you literally did your best and you pulled your weight on your team, but your team didn't pull all the way through, then you can't be mad if you did your best. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're in an argument and you're being real with yourself, and you didn't technically win the argument, maybe that person came out on top because they flexed their ego a little bit more, and you feel like your pride didn't win the thing, but you were real with yourself, you won. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to realize. It's real over right. It's your best over the surface level outcome, the W. You know what I'm saying? It's the true substance. It's not the surface level substance that we need to strive for. We got to seek for the deep meaning in the deep, which is just your real, true feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's not what we say it is. It's not like, oh, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get what she's saying.
Like,
I want to
be real.
I want to express something too, because this is really just came into my mind, is how to identify a karmic cycle. Because so many people are going through the same thing over and over and over again, and they're not understanding that it's only because they go through the same argument over and over again. They go through the same patterns. That you have to know how to identify this pattern. And how do you identify a karmic cycle?
This again.
Exactly. Like, oh my gosh, we're talking about this again. Like that right there is an indication that is a karmic cycle, and it has to be healed through love. And another indication sometimes when you're very, very empathic like me, and for my fellow empaths out there, sometimes you can feel the shift. You can feel the energy of that came back from the past back into the present, and you're able to feel that, and you're like, what is this? Like, why I feel like I've been here before, like some kind of like similar like to deja vu, like why I feel like I've been in this situation before. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling this energy. You've done this before. We had this conversation before. Like, I remember I was going through it so much with one of my past relationships, and it was just like getting to the point where, wow, like it was over and over and over and over again. And I'm just like, I started going crazy. I started going back because when I started waking up more, I noticed that it was just continuously doing it was the same situation over and over again.
That is insanity.
Yeah,
doing the same thing, expecting
a different outcome.
Yeah.
Exactly, and that you can go insane from that. Literally, I was going crazy. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why is this happening again? I don't want to argue with this over again. But it was up to me to be real with myself. Sometimes I'm placed in situations that I'm just letting that person take over and not me be the controller of my reality. You know, sometimes like when you're in karmic cycles, this happened to me in my past. Like, I allowed that other person to control what I wanted to do, but it was my lesson to learn and to implement and assert myself, to say, all right, I want to do this. I don't want to do this, but I want to do this. I don't want to continuously doing what you want and make your life my life. I want my own life. So I got myself out of that karmic cycle of allowing people to run my life, and now I'm the creator of my life. Does that make sense? This can be, you know, with anybody you know, any ship that you have relations with, a relationship. It could be with anybody you know. So just letting you know, when you do fast, sometimes these cycles will pop up, you know. And one of them for me was, you know, a certain ex-boyfriend of mine just continuously does this thing where, you know, he talks to me and he says, you know, he you know, he's appreciative of what I've done for him in the past, which is like about 3 years ago. And then he goes into this cycle of contacting me. We get on the phone, we talk, we fall out, and then, you know, then we take a break, and he comes back to contact me, appreciate me, get on the phone, fall out, take a break, come back, appreciate, and it was just like, nah, bro. Maybe I don't continuously need that cycle going on in my life. Sometimes you gotta just let people go. You know what I'm saying? Letting people go is letting go of your old energy, the old self. You know what I'm saying? So,
growing.
Exactly. You gotta grow out of that stuff, and just not saying, oh, like I'm better than you. No, as saying like, I love you and I understand you, but in this moment in time, I'm moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And you should too. And we should appreciate our lives where we are right now, love each other from a distance, and keep it pushing, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because there's new things we have to experience. If you're continuously doing the same thing over and over again, that's stagnant. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing? Life is constantly in a form of change. Things are always changing. You know what I'm saying? A leaf doesn't fall in the same place every time. You know what I'm saying? It goes everywhere. It gets blown by the wind. Sometimes it gets deep in the soil. Sometimes a new leaf falls off, and multiple leaves fall, and they do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, sometimes, you know, with fasting and everything like that, it shows you karmic cycles so you can release that energy and move into the new.
Facts. Nothing in nature is stagnant. Nothing, like you said, everything's continuously growing, and us as humans aren't separate from nature. I know in our lower self we separated ourselves, but we are continuously growing, whether you're conscious of it or not. But if you choose to be stagnant, that's where you suffer. That's where you continue to do the same thing and feel that pain of, oh, because I experienced that same thing, but with my dad. You know what I'm saying? We'd always get into these arguments because we'd butt heads, but then like he would come back like he did the other day and just be like, would come to a level place, but then I was always convinced like, oh, we're good, but then I'd jump into it too quick and just think it was all good, but then it'd go right back because we didn't heal the initial thing that's been sparking us this whole time. You know what I'm saying? And it's our pride. You know what I'm saying? We butt heads because we both want our voice to be heard, and we're both strong-minded, you know what I'm saying? We both know we both know what we know, and we believe that shit. So like when someone says something otherwise, it's just like, nah, nigga, like, and so like that's a karmic cycle I'm going through, you know what I'm saying? Like I was going through that, I did go through, and
it showed up within our situation.
Yeah, I'm very strong-minded with what I believe, and I don't like being talked down to. I don't like feeling inferior. I don't like I like debates. I like being right, and my moon's squared my midheaven, so I come off as a know-it-all. Mercury and Leo first house, so like I come off that way sometimes, and you know, a lot actually. I did, and it rubs people the wrong way, and I realize it prevents me from receiving, and then also prevents me from emitting what I truly desire. You know what I'm saying? If I want clarity, if me and her are trying to understand each other, but my pride and my egotistical ways get in the way, well then like it prevents me from truly listening to her to understand her, but then also it prevents me from expressing my true goal, which is to understand her, because I'm offended that the way she's talking to me, it feels like she's talking down to me. So I'm just like, what? Who are you talking to? You know what I'm saying? But it creates more friction between us. And so this is a karmic cycle I keep going through with my dad.
He was
and scratch that.
Yeah.
That I was, and I'm doing something. We're doing something about it. We did something about it, and it's healing. It's healed. And I'm so thankful I came to this point of just realizing it, because it came up again with my dad last night. Like he part of that cycle where he came back, and we're on good terms right now. But this time I wasn't just all like, yeah, okay. Like I understand that like I gotta be patient and not like jump the horses. You feel me? Like and really heal this, and it's gonna take time. But anyways.
But the thing is, you have to realize that now you're able to pinpoint what causes the problem, what causes the misunderstanding, and now you can go back into that situation whenever it does arise with understanding of and that actually heals it. And that's how we heal the karmic cycles. We understand what we've done wrong, not pointing the finger at them, because it arises because it's within us. So we understand what we did wrong, and then we're able to pinpoint that out and have a choice. Now we have a choice to either do what we did before and continue the cycle again, or listen to the voice of God and love and understand and dissect what we did wrong in the past and flip into and alchemize that into something positive, what we can do better, and understand them, which is understanding us better.
My dad and whoever brushes me that way makes me feel that way is a reflection of me being that. You know what I'm saying? So once, like you said, once you have that understanding, you can pinpoint it, then you can acknowledge that within yourself, within them, and then handle it accordingly rather than continuously acting the way you had in the past. And so, yeah, I'm thankful for the detox. I'm thankful for the conducive environment. I'm thankful for the tropics, all the foods and everything that allowed me, all this pure food that allowed me all this clarity and this introspection and this ability to pinpoint this stuff. And I know it's because of what I've been doing. You reap what you sow. What you put into your body, the clarity and the life and all these like divine light codes allows you to see clear and love. All this love you're putting into yourself that I've been putting into myself is coming back to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's coming back to me. You reap what you sow. So all this love I'm putting in is coming back, and it's clear, man. Like, and I'm so thankful, and that's why we're on here. We're on here because we want to show you guys that this isn't just us eating watermelon every day just because watermelons, it's because it actually fucking helps. Not just watermelon, but eating right, you know what I'm saying? Eating a plant-based diet, going raw, detoxifying your body, caring about who you surround yourself with, caring about what environment you're in, and just doing what's best for you because you deserve the best, you know what I'm saying? And once you put that effort and that energy into yourself, that self-care, you will get that clarity to take care of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Because that resentment towards others for brushing my pride and shit like that, all that lower self stuff, I'm not knocking that stuff completely because it's who I am as well, but excessive amount, just like mucus. Mucus, you need mucus, but when you have an excessive amount of mucus, it's not good. And when you have an excessive amount of pride's good in a sense of like confidence and stuff, but when you have an excessive amount of pride where it offends people and restricts you and yourself, you and others from communicating, then it's too much. And the reason why I'm able to understand that is because I put the energy into myself to understand that. I understand myself. I understand that I need to put good foods, organic, fresh, alkaline foods into my body and be in a good environment, exchange energies with people that are for me, not against me, and love myself, know myself. And so now I am, and it's so rewarding. And you guys can do it too. Yeah, I'm my best little by one mouth.
I'm very thankful that you said that, because that sparked something within me to notify or remind people or remind ourselves that sometimes the things that we put in our bodies does affect our mood.
Oh, it does, 100%.
And it's like, because of, what's going on here, it's like 80%. With the
70 or 80,
and it just goes, all what you eat is like broken down, and those signals that come from the food goes to your brain, and it just it tells it what to do. So basically, if you eat something grumpy, you'll become grumpy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I like to, something just came into my mind just a while ago as a great example of what a fast is, and I feel like it's cool. A fast, man, is like, it's like say a fast is like now the exam. You know how colleges, they have like exam periods, and they're taking the exam and everything like that. Now it's like, okay, so you've been preparing for the fast, right? You've been preparing to receive, you've been getting information, you've been subconsciously programming yourself, you've been gaining information about the fast, getting information about this, and getting information about that, but also you've been going through life experiences, which is also gaining information, right? Now, the fast that you put on is now detoxing all the energies and bringing it up, right? So now it's like an exam period, a test, like to show and prove what have you learned. You know what I'm saying? How can you? And this, remember, this is a school. This is the school of life. So our experiences is what makes the individual test. So say we go through an argument, or that's one experience, that's one test. Then we go through a situation that happens out of nowhere, that's another test. How do you respond? That is the
I'm gonna keep going. That's fact. I'm still listening.
Okay. So that is the how you respond is the how that determines what grade you get on the test. Nah. And we've been experiencing that, and I feel like that's dope, Spirit. That's a dope way to like see it as.
It is. That's tight. It's like, and it's self-inflicted. Like, nobody likes tests in school, but that just shows how much we love ourselves to test ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. Like, I've been learning all this information in school. I want to take a test to see where I'm at. Like, that sounds funny, but like that's how much I love myself. You feel me? But I posted on my my Instagram story.
What?
Oh, never mind. No, but it was
peace, love, peace.
Oh yeah, she posted it. It was. So this one's about raw foods, but it's, yes, raw foods will expose you, all your addictions and repressed emotions. If you are strong enough to face the man in the mirror, you will destroy these limiting programs and take a quantum leap into spirituality, reaching optimal health of body, mind, and soul.
Right.
And that shit's facts. Like, like when you do something, when you not just your diet, but when you do any sort of change, whether it be a detox, whether it be cutting out people out of your life, whether it be quitting a job and realizing you deserve your energy, not the system. When you just do any sort of change like that, a quantum leap into the universe, you're testing yourself. You're testing your true potential, because and all that really is just faith. You know what I'm saying? You have faith in God, which is you. You have faith that you're. If you quit your job and you realize like, yo, I'm gonna start putting my energy in myself because I love myself, and stop putting it into this 9 to 5. You're taking a risk because you were so dependent on that 9 to 5. Like, it's giving you money, and that's where you get your source of food. But then when you quit that and you put that you take that test to put that commitment and that reliance on yourself, that's a big fucking test on yourself. And if you pass that test, which you will, you will pass all these tests. It's just up to you to first take that test, self-inflict that test. You know what I'm saying? Like how I just said, like, it's dope how much you love yourself. You'll test yourself. You gotta have that strength and that bravery and that confidence to be like, yo, I'm learning all this information. Now it's time to take my test rather than waiting for the teacher or the universe to be like, yo, test time. You're ready. You have a test in 2 days. Pop quiz. You know what I'm saying? Like take the initiative. Have confidence in your knowledge. Have confidence in yourself. Have faith in yourself. Love yourself. Have faith in God. And take on those things. Take on the test so you can figure out. The more you test, and the cool thing about the test though, what's the best feeling when you get a test, and you're like, because every time you do take these changes, there's that fear, like kind of nervousness, or you can go into I've gone into tests like I got this shit, which is awesome, but then because you study but there's also sometimes where you go into a test and you're just like, fuck, kind of scared, kind of nervous, but then you get that test back and you pass that shit, you got an A on that shit, you're like, yo, but you would have never known if you never took that risk, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we're saying, is just like, have that faith, because at the end of the day, all roads lead back to the source, and you gotta trust yourself eventually. So do it now. You know what I'm saying? That's how I think. But
I'd like to add on to that, because when you take that test, right? Say, what did they used to do now when you was in elementary school and you came back with that 100% on your paper?
Get that gold star.
You got that gold star. You got that piece of little Jolly Rancher or candy that the teacher gives you, and that's how life is. Like you go through this fast, and you was able to get through it with 100% determination. You got you stayed motivated to your goals. You implemented the divine ideas and knowledge that came through you, streaming through you while on the fast, and now you got rewarded for your hard work, for your you passing the test, and that's how the universe is gonna do that. It's gonna reward you. Every time when it rewarded me so many times. I went on a fast before coming to Thailand. During my fast of getting rid of pastas, sugars, processed foods, rices, all that stuff that didn't really serve my body, and I stick to like majority raw foods and everything like that. I got rewarded with somebody telling all expensive paid trip to Thailand, and I'm living here. You know what I'm saying? And then before I went to the Yadadian village of health and wellness, I went on a 3-day water fast, 3-day food fast, and I was recording this process. Not just doing it for me, but showing you guys how I'm doing it, and inspiring so many people to do so. So then the universe said, let's go to Miami, put you within Miami. Oh, let's give you a beautiful relationship. Oh, let's bring you to Ecuador. Like, I was being blessed upon blessing upon blessed, because I was putting myself through the test, and I aced them shits.
Objectively, I know subjectively in this conversation we're talking about fasting, but objectively what you did was you made sacrifices. You made sacrifices. You gave up certain foods. You gave up certain belief systems and took on new ones and took that risk. So what we're saying is have that faith and take that sacrifice, because you need to take sacrifices to receive something. When you do what a sacrifice is you're giving up something to receive something new. So that reward she's talking about is inevitable. It's inevitable. It's not like, ooh, I'll go on this fast and maybe I'll get something out of it. No, like you will, because what you're doing is you're giving up something, and everything's balanced. So once you give up something, once you make room for something, you can bring something new in, and everything's balanced. Once you breathe in, you breathe out, and once you breathe out, you breathe back in, because everything's balanced. So once you give up something, something else is gonna come in. And when you give up something that no longer serves you, something that's not good for you,
the opposite of that was gonna come in.
Exactly, because it's balanced. So if you give up something bad for you that doesn't serve you, whatever it may be, bad foods, a bad relationship, a bad belief system, whatever, something good's gonna come in, because you made that initiative, you took that step towards the universe, you had that faith in yourself, and something better is gonna come in. And let's flip it on the other side. If you give up something good, say you have a good relationship, and you put that on the shelf for a second, you go cheat, you're gonna get something bad in return. You sacrifice that good relationship, and now you're gonna get something bad. So it goes both ways. So what we're saying is just do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Give up the things that don't serve you. Stop sacrificing the things that do serve you. Stop sacrificing your health for that donut. You know what I'm saying? Stop sacrificing your colon for that chicken wing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're sacrificing that. You're sacrificing your health for a poor diet. How about you sacrifice that poor diet for your health? You know what I'm saying?
Tell him, baby.
Flip that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's inevitable. Balance is inevitable, and it's gonna happen. So once you make room for better to come into your life, you're gonna receive it. No doubt. It's just you got to take that risk. You got to test yourself. You got to be like, all right, I'm taking in all this information. You got to be like, all right, test time. Stop waiting for the teacher to be like, yo, pop quiz. You know what I'm saying? Like, take initiative, have faith in yourself, and be strong and be faithful. You know what I'm saying? Because you're worthy. You're God. You're everything. You're limiting yourself. And boom.
Boom, bada, bam, bam.
Bang, bang, boom.
There's a question about, I don't know if I want to answer it though, but it
Well,
says,
not I'll answer.
I'm sorry to say, but I dislike Caucasian people. I'm truly trying hard not to feel this way, but it's hard. Any advice for me? When I first saw that, I was just like, yo, you might want to change how you feel now because you might reincarnate as that and you're going to have to love yourself. You know what I'm saying? I
also want to state, yo, I'm thankful for you because that's...
Everything is you, though.
Yeah, I know, but like, how do you... I'm trying not to feel this way. Well, let me tell you, you're doing the right thing by expressing it and acknowledging it. Because a lot of people that feel that way, whether it be about Caucasian people, gay people, or just anything like that, they try to justify it. You know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, I don't like them because they did this. I don't like them because they think like this. But you already at the point where you're like, okay, I came to terms, like, I don't mess with them and I'm trying to fix it. So I want to know that you may not be as far back as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? And the first part of a problem, fixing a problem, is addressing it. So you're on the right track. The second part is understanding them. Understanding, or this, what we figured out yesterday. Figure out what you don't like about them. And that everything that you don't like about them is going to lead you to what you do like, or what, you get what I'm saying?
The boundaries. Figure out the boundaries.
Right.
And what separates you from them.
Yes.
And then put 10 ways to add on to the good things, to
counteract those.
Get rid of the boundaries. So, yeah, that's a really good way.
So understand, like, I don't know if this is what you believe, but just an example, like, if you don't like them because of what they did to the melanated people in the past, look into that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Understand why they did that, and why they did that because our melanin is popping. You know what I'm saying? They felt threatened by our nature, and so you then you gotta use your empathy to understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, when I feel inferior, I feel kind of resentment. Especially me personally, when I feel less powerful than someone, or if my power feels threatened, I wanna flex my power just because I feel powerful. You know what I'm saying? And that's just human nature, or just animal nature, really. Anyone that has power. And so, so just understand that. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing the victim. Stop playing the victim. That's one thing you can do. Stop playing the victim. Stop saying like they did this. It's them. Flip it back on you, like maybe I'm the reason. They're not wrong. And then also look at other white people that are good. You know what I'm saying? Like
there's a lot of
there's a lot of fucking evil black niggas too.
Exactly. Like I want to come in on this one.
Yeah.
Like, I've experienced a whole lot of people in my life, you know, and there's a whole lot of good people and a whole lot of you know so-called people, and there's some people that need some work, but you have to realize that. Like, we're all one at the end of the day. You know, at the end of the day, we all have melanin. We're all brown. It's just that, Caucasian people have less melanin. And we have more. And because of, the history and everything like that, I feel like this is what our biggest test as a collective, as the melanated people, is learning how to forgive. Not forget, but forgive. And because love is going to be the power force that pushes us through all things. You know what I'm saying? That pushes us through everything. So learning how to forgive and not having revenge to be like, oh, I'm gonna do this to you. The best revenge is to glow up on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Stand back up. When they try to knock you back down, stand back up 10 times taller. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like as a collective, we need to learn how to forgive. And I'm good to forgive, but I don't forget. I keep that in my mind, and I'm cautious about what happens next. But at the same time, like, I feel as if as a collective, we are learning more how to love ourselves because we've been torn down so much in the past for decades. Learning how to love ourselves, and therefore loving ourselves, we understand ourselves, so we're understanding others as well, and we're understanding why people did what they did in the past and all this other stuff. Is now a time for not forget, but forgive and just bounce back with empires. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's now a time to forgive what they did and bounce back with tribes, bounce back to our original culture, because we're waking up to what we are. It's time to stop being victims and stop being victimized for what happened in the past. It happened the way it happened because it was supposed to happen. You know, sometimes things that you go through and you don't really necessarily like, it was supposed to happen for you to grow and get stronger. They tore us down, but we coming back up and we showing them love and like, regardless. You know what I'm saying? That's the purest form of strength.
Fact.
To me.
And then you got to ask yourself, why are they tearing us down? Because we're strong as fuck. That's the only way they can suppress and oppress us, is if they make us feel weak. And that's why you feel offended, because you know your power and you feel like you're being held to a lower standard. So what you got to do is not abide by their standard that they're holding you at and get mad at them for holding you at that standard, but like she said, elevate to your true potential. And that's the best way you're going to show them, like I don't agree with what you do, but also understand them. You know what I'm saying?
And show love at the end of the day. Because
exactly.
Once you start loving yourself and loving what you do, you're not about anybody else not doing anything that doesn't reflect that. You know what I'm saying? You don't care about anybody else that's trying to like shun you or give you the stank eye. All I know is I love what I do. I love my life. I show you love because you probably haven't gotten that love. That's why you're showing me the stank eye. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. You know what I'm saying? That is it. We don't have to say we dislike it. It's just something within ourselves, possibly. I don't like to point the finger, but instead recognize them for the poison that they are still to the world today. Whoa.
Oh, so no. So I want to let you know, to get a good understanding of this, first go to the universe. Pray on it. Just be like, I want to empathize for my enemy. I want to be able and put that into the universe, and you will receive. Also, 2, understand that the holographic universe. This is all you, man. This is all you, Alexander. This is all you. Like, this is all you. Everything, the white man, the Mexican man,
the black man,
everything's you. It's a reflection of you. And so when you see them poisoning themselves, poisoning you, and you see them spraying the sky, you see them poisoning your food, you see them doing all this stuff that you get mad at, like, fuck them. It's triggering you because you're doing that to yourself. So it is you. It is you. You say you're not pointing the finger, but you are pointing the finger, and you got to point it back at yourself. The reason why they're not poisoning me, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't choose to eat that shit. They're not spraying me because I'm not in their environment. They're not doing this or that to me because I'm not allowing them to. You feel me? And I'm also not doing that to myself. I feed myself the best foods. I feed myself the best people to be around. I feed myself what I deserve because I love myself. And I used to be like that. You feel me? I used to be in that environment and be like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But then I was just like, yo, I ain't gotta be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm just saying, like,
you choose to focus on what you
choose
focus
on. And also just everything is a reflection of you. So the reason why you feel and you're experiencing that stuff is because you're doing it to yourself. You're probably, and I'm not trying to make you feel like shit, I'm just trying to be real with you for a second. You're probably poisoning yourself with the foods that you're eating. You don't like Master, but you're eating Master's food. You know what I'm saying? You're a slave, and you're sick and tired of being a slave, but you're taking on the slave benefits. You feel me? That's like you saying, like, fuck the government, but still going to work for the government. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we are doing. We don't fuck with the government. We don't fuck with the white man, but we go to work for him. We still go to his grocery stores. We still go here. We still go here. But it's so you can't be mad at them. They're not forcing you to do anything. You are willingly giving them your energy, and it's not until you realize you're the source. It's kind of like money. It's not until you realize money has no value. It has value because you put value on it. You're the value. Your energy, your attention, your consciousness is the thing that gives something value. Is you won't realize your true value. No, you won't realize you hold the power until you realize your true value. And until you realize your true value, you're going to continue to be held to their standard. You're going to continue to be controlled by money or controlled by exterior influences. But you must go from within and realize you hold the power. You hold control of your life, and you are responsible. You have to point that finger back at yourself. You know what I'm saying? And once you do that, take responsibility and then take action, bro, they have no control over you. Like, think about it. If you have work tomorrow, they can tell you, yo, where you at? Come into work. You don't have to go. The only thing that's telling you to go and keeping you going is yourself. You hop in your car, you drive to the place, you get out, you clock in, and then you do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And they hold money over your head, but it's all you. You know what I'm saying? You go to the store and buy that fucking poison food. You pay for that tap water that's poisoned. You put the tap water in your body. They just put it there and they influence you. But the reason why there's so much of an influence of the lower self around you and so much poison, all that stuff around you, is because you're vibrating at that frequency. So it's all you. You can, the whole world's your mind. You can vibrate to different parts of your mind. You can vibrate to a better environment. You can vibrate to a place that's beneficial to you, but you got to take the risk, like we were talking about. You got to give up things for better things to come into your life. So until you realize that and take responsibility for the damage you've caused in your life and take that change and take that that leap and that step into the universe, you're going to continue to feel the way you feel about what's called, but it's going to require change and strength and faith.
Facts.
And energy.
Facts.
And that's what we did, and that's why we're at this point, and we're still growing, and that's why we're here talking to you guys to show you that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like,
can I step in?
And I'm very passionate about this because I feel for you, bro. Like, I used to think the same way. I was just like, what the? Yes, I just want to say, I was just like, what the fuck? Why is this happening? And then I realized, shout out to Chief for making it so clear. I was just like, damn, I have total control. I put myself in this situation, so I'm gonna get myself out.
Facts. And look who we are. I like to step in for a second about the they. They set us they didn't set this trap up for us overnight. They didn't set up this trap for us overnight, and he said that we won't fix it overnight. All right, whoop-de-woo. They didn't set it overnight. They took decades and stuff to set up this trap and enslave our minds. Whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. But this is just a powerful, instead of seeing it as they did this and they did that, see it's a powerful comeback. Like, yo, I'm about to break free of decades of mental enslavement. Bro, what? Just imagine my mind, how powerful I can become. Know what I mean? Like, the thing is, you keep saying they. Who gives a flying flip? Okay, they did this, they did that. Okay, cool. Boom. It's out there, and we're fixing that. You know what I'm saying? We're getting over that. We're breaking free from that. We already broke free from that. Let's say, okay, they put up a system that, what they did was fucked up. But it's not saying, oh, they. What are you going to do about it now? What are you going to do to push past and push forward the barriers? Just like my love was saying. Are you going to continue to say, oh, it's just like saying, Mommy, he hit me. You're going to keep saying this to your mom like a week ago? Man, Mom, remember he hit me and it hurt. It hurt so bad, but you done healed already. Now it's time for you to move on with your life and break free from the mental entrapment, you know, break free from, oh, he hit me, and saying, oh, I'm better now. I'm stronger now. So now when he tries to hit me, I got kung fu classes. What's up? Like, it's like, you know, it's your ass. You know, like it's basically that. And I feel like everybody needs to understand this. It's not a they thing anymore. It's a you now, because now you have the information. It's the age of Aquarius. Now you have the information to break past these barriers. You got the information to break past the mental enslavement that they did put up there. And I'm not gonna say you did it to yourself, because this is all us. Like, we place ourselves in different. Before coming here, let me get deep. Before coming here, we chose what family was gonna be in. Before coming into this earth realm, what family we're gonna be in, where we're gonna reincarnate as, and everything like that. We happen to just reincarnate as, I'm a black African American or whatever. I'm not gonna say that. I'm a Jamaican woman. I'm Jamaican, and he comes in as a half Korean. So cute, half black man, and we have different things, but we went through a similar situation. Parallel universes, right? So we chose to incarnate here as these beings with the mental slavery programming that they had on us from decades, and we came here to break past those and become free. You know what I'm saying? And show how it is to become free, and show how it is to be free. We out here in Thailand, just living life and just being blessed by the universe and just showing this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like people make it seem like, oh, they did this, they did that. You chose to come here and reincarnate. At the end of the day, it all points back to you. You chose to be here. So stop being a stuck up and being a baby about what they did and start owning up for what you got to do here. What is your mission? Stay true to your mission. Don't worry about what they did. If it's your mission to reverse what they did by getting into that information, you reverse that shit and stop worrying about what doesn't fucking matter.
Bro, I used to be so into what they did to me. I don't even watch, like, keep up on the America or what they're doing nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm focused on me because I'm the one that is in control of this. And you said something about, I want to say, love the passion.
Yeah, you know,
and what I want to say is you said something about and we're not attacking you, bro. We're just passionate because we feel for you, bro. Right. We feel for you, man. Like we're in that same situation, and it wasn't until we took initiative and got ourselves out of it. So we're just passionate. We're trying to help you, bro. And you said like they did so much, it's not gonna happen overnight. Well, yeah, you also did so much. Like that's why you got to take initiative. Take it one day at a time and do the right thing right now, because all you got is the now. Right. So we did so much damage to our bodies with our old eating habits, and that's why we're fasting. You feel me? I done packed so much meat into my body growing up, and so much toxic foods and stuff like that. Now I realize that, and I could point the finger. That's like me pointing the finger at the foods. Oh, this food. When I was younger, I couldn't read. I didn't know that it had this, and pointing the finger at the foods. This food was poison, da. But nah, it happened, man. It is what it is, and we can go deep and say, yeah, you did it to yourself, but it already happened. So get the fuck over it and take action to fix it. You know what I'm saying? So now we're just like, all right, shit, we done so much damage. What are we gonna do about it? We're gonna continue to damage our bodies. We're gonna continue to point the finger. Or we're gonna fucking get this shit out of our bodies.
Right.
Let's get this shit the fuck out of our bodies and not claim that shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, it's fractal for the same situation with America. Like, okay, I was born here. And I can just be like, yo, fuck them. Okay, I'm in a right now, bro, we're in a grace period. Like you said, the age of information, the grace period where we can learn or we can go or do anything the fuck we want. We just gotta put the energy into it. Think back into the days of the Holocaust and enslavement, physical enslavement, bro. Like a Jew wasn't like, yo, I'm trying to go to the tropics. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't, they're in the camps. But now we are literally free physically. We're still under the mental thing, but you got to understand.
No, we're not.
We're not, but and you're not. Free yourself.
Right.
And but people are still under the mental slavery, and that's so. You have control of your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, but.
And I feel like people don't want to do the work it takes to break free of that, and that's why they want to
too.
Exactly, and that's why they want to victimize themselves so much. They don't want to put in that work to free their mind. So they say, "You did this to me," but you have the ability to break free from that. You have the ability to choose to focus on something different, and it's hard. It is work. People sometimes it doesn't come easy. I was the one writing affirmations down, posting them in my house on sticky notes. You know what I'm saying? Doing things to really communicate with myself on a daily, breaking past barriers, breaking past bondage, breaking the bondage, releasing the chains of mental enslavement, entrapment that my Babylon parents tried to put on me, or because they wasn't in that right state of mind in the moment in time. My grandparents and the generations before that, and the what's on TV, what's in society. You know what I'm saying? Because I started waking up to something different, and I stopped placing my energy into that, and renewed my focus into something better, which is freedom, mental freedom. When you're free in your mind, you free your life. Like when you stretch your body, you stretch your horizons. It's like when you free your mind, because everything is mental. It's the first Hermetic principle. Everything is mental. You free your life. So it's now time to stop victimizing ourselves and do the fucking work. Excuse my language. I'm talking to myself. Because I had to go on this fast because I started realizing my body was reacting to certain foods and everything like that. And I was like, all right, man. It's time to do the work. The planet is shifted. That means I'm shifting because I am of this planet. So
or the planet's shifting because I'm shifting.
Exactly, because everything is fractal. Everything is one. So I know that when I do better, so does the planet, and vice versa. And people, and that same starts a chain reaction between the cells. We are the cells of this universe.
Family.
So we multiply when we start doing the right thing. You know, we multiply when we become the immunity cell. We attack the source. You know what I'm saying? So we're attacking your psyche right now. What is our zodiacs? I'm a Capricorn sun.
I'm a Cancer.
And he's a Cancer sun. We're like polar opposites.
Between the Tropical Cancer and Capricorn too.
I love us. We're dope.
What?
I saw something in your eye. Ashe. All right, y'all. Do we have any more questions? I personally get pissed at the deliberate disrespect. All right.
Ooh, okay. It's the same thing I told you before, bro. The reason why you feel disrespected by them, your reflection, your reality is disrespecting you. You feel this is because you disrespect yourself. Start respecting yourself. Start, instead of saying like fuck them, you're disrespecting me, you could say, oh, that's respecting myself. No, start giving yourself the foods that you deserve.
Love yourself.
Start cutting off people that don't respect you. You know what I'm saying? You're probably chilling around people that don't respect you. You probably work at I'm not trying to point the finger at you, but I'm just saying, like, these are things to think about. Are you working in a job where your boss doesn't respect you and you're just doing it just for the money? Like, start respecting yourself and knowing your true worth. You know what I'm saying? And living by that. If you know you're a king, stop fucking going to work. You know what I'm saying? If you know you have a god body, start treating your body like a god body. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you deserve a virtuous woman, stop fucking these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Respect yourself, man. And it's not until then you do that, you will never get that respect that you desire, because you don't respect yourself. And I want to let you know, bro, I used to not respect myself. And it wasn't until I started respecting myself, I got me a woman that respects me, that cares for me. It wasn't until I started caring for myself, I attracted a woman, but also other reflections that care for me and care for my growth and care for, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't until I started caring for myself, my reality started to shift, because I came from where you came from. I came from America where everything was against me, you know what I'm saying? Especially as a melanated man. Like, all eyes were on me. I grew up in a white town, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I feel what you're saying, bro. Like I feel you, but I'm not gonna, and I sympathize for you, but I'm not gonna cut you slack, bro, because I got out of it, you can get out of it. Yeah, I make good though, but there's no mental peace. Okay, then that's where you gotta step in and respect yourself and do what's right for you. That self-discipline, do what's right for you. Stay true to yourself. And okay, you make good dough, you have dough. All right, cut that job off. It's not bringing happiness. Start doing things that make you happy, and it's not until then you start caring for yourself you'll get that fulfillment. But if you're just doing that just for the money, well, then you're going to get the money and you're going to get everything, all the energies that come with it as well, which is that disrespect, which is that unfulfillment. So it's up to you. What do you want, man? Like, do you want money or do you want to be happy? Because obviously, you just said they're not hand in hand with your situation. You feel me?
But they do go hand in hand.
They do go hand in hand, but not in that situation. You know what I'm saying? He's saying there's no mental peace, but he makes good dough.
But the thing is, they're talking about there's no mental peace. What's more important, mental peace or the dough? Exactly. Like, and I would like to say this, because this just came into my mind. Give what you expect back. There's a law of giving and receiving, sowing and reaping. You sow a seed and you receive the harvest, right?
Ooh, that's a fact.
So, if we give love to people that don't show love, you're just gonna receive love back. You know, there's sometimes when I'm out here and I'm just giving a smile, you know, looking at people, and I feel energy coming off of the person with the lighter skin tone, and I'm just like, do I give them that shot back, that same energy that they give back, or do I alchemize that and give them a smile and give them something to think about that day? Like, I was judging this person walking down the street, but they shot me a smile. They gave me love, and that can shift somebody's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it could be like, damn, like they can go more into their hate, like, I don't want that smile from you, but sowing that seed into like, yo, I tried to hate somebody that I didn't know. I didn't know energetically, but they gave me love in return. Give what you want to receive. You know, he's saying you don't like their disrespect. Just see it as a call for help from them, or just see it as like, all right, that's a call for me to be bigger, be better, and just show love regardless. Because he's saying you don't like disrespect. Who does like disrespect? I don't like disrespect.
I hate disrespect, so I feel you.
But it's your time. It's time for you to realize if it's disrespect or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, if you want to see it as disrespect, that's all in your perspective. You know what I'm saying? But if you choose to see it as an opportunity to be the light worker that you are here, be the light being that you are here, and be the bigger person, then that shifts the whole perspective of it. Then you want to you start being happy to show love to somebody that's trying to give you stank face or disrespect you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that takes a lot of mental discipline, whole lot of mental discipline.
Trust me, bro. That's what I was talking about earlier. Like, I don't like disrespect neither, and sometimes my pride and my arrogance gets in the way when I feel disrespected. And so, for me to not feel that disrespect, I gotta acknowledge why I'm even reflecting, or my reality is reflecting that disrespect, because I have my pride. You know what I'm saying? I have my pride that makes me, in result, disrespect people. So then I receive that. Like you said, put in what you want to receive. Right? You just said that. Yeah. And so it's the same thing. Like, I have to also realize it's not just as much as it's them disrespecting me, I'm also disrespecting them for my reality to even project that. You reap what you sow. So like I said, it goes back to you. If you don't want to, like you said, if you don't want to be disrespected, man, like, you got to understand that you don't like disrespect like you do, and make efforts to not disrespect others. Love yourself. If you love to be admired, admire other people and they'll admire you. If you love to and admire yourself and they'll start admiring you. If you love to be heard, listen. That's something I have to work on. If I love talking, bro. I love talking, and I like my voice to be heard. I don't like to be interrupted. I don't like to be any of that shit. I don't like to be disrespected. And so, for me to get that luxury of being heard and being listened to, I gotta listen. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know when it's time to shut up. And I just want to let you know, we're all facing these battles together, man. Like, no one likes disrespect. Everybody has their own little desires, but it's not until we take responsibility and make action towards what we truly want and make the sacrifices for better things and those things that come into our life is when we will actually start receiving that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful for you, Alexander, bringing up these points, because these are things that I actually dealing with as well. Like, and I just want to tell you, bro, once you start focusing on yourself, this stuff is curable. Like the situation you're in, I was in, and I'm not saying I'm ahead of you or I'm above you, because I'm still figuring out stuff as well. But, like, just from my experience, man, stop pointing the finger. Take responsibility and be the change you wanna see. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I would say for you, Alexander, is focus on love. That's
understanding. Love
is understanding. So, and focus on that, and towards yourself. So, and you will understand others. You know what I'm saying? We're shifting into the heart space, baby, and people who are still resenting, you know, they're missing the lesson, and we have to remember to get the lesson of going deep into our hearts.
Get the lesson to receive the blessing.
Exactly, and go deep into our hearts and show love even when love wasn't given. And I know that's hard. But that helped me, you know, a lot. Where are y'all from? I was born in New York. My heritage, my whole generation is Jamaican.
I'm from New Hampshire. New England.
That's love, bruh.
And married to New Hampshire.
Appreciate that. We appreciate you.
Appreciate you, bro. Like, for real, like, you're a reflection of us. Everything that everyone says or comments in here, you gotta consider, because it's, again, your reality is a reflection of you. So it's not us pointing the finger like, yo, Alexander, you gotta change. I gotta change too. You're just showing me that. So it's all love. It's balance. I love myself.
Love myself. It froze for a sec, but it's back now. Okay, girl. Hey, Crystal. Cool. Hey, Crystal. Everybody go and get your readings done by Crystal Neath. She's dope. Nah, saying. Team Cancer. He's an Aquarius now.
Who?
Alexander. I'm married with a wife and a child. I'm very wise, but it's more so my anger I deal with. I wonder what's his moon. It's the anger. Sign. It's the anger we had to be conscious about. But anyway, I want to end it soon.
Yeah.
Because it's hot and it's getting long. So I appreciate everybody. Coming in and giving us your beautiful, beautiful energy. Share this video. Go follow our YouTubes and our Instagrams. That's going to be in the description box when we, or just the comment box when we post this again. Moon might be Leo. That's what we thought. I thought that too.
I figured it was a fire sign.
Yeah, it had to be a fire sign. But any Hoosers, we love you. Peace, love, and light to you. I love myself.
I love myself.